Welcome back, Commander. Time for refit and return in part 2 of Soldiers of the North. This was too big for... It's like this really is a 4-hour fight. It did happen. So, if you're ready, there's no button to press. We're just going straight in. And it's time to refit and repair still a load of Soviet tanks and take it from there. Alright, so we're going to decrew these guns because we'll be needing the men. Mostly to crew tanks and salvage tanks. There's a lot of tanks to salvage out there. A lot of Russian tanks to Soviet tanks. So we'll get all of these guys out of their defensive positions. All of these we're not defending anymore. We're going to need the men. Won't take a moment. Bear with me. And I still want to retreat. I either want to get a look at things or retreat them. I basically want to retreat them out of range of the enemy artillery. This is going to be, at least for the first part, pretty... I mean, there's just the hills, left and right, at the top of the mini-map are just massively in place. There's lots of cannons up there, lots of tanks, lots of infantry, and at least one artillery piece. Can't work out what that was. Did I just misclick? I think we're under attack. Yeah, so run. Everybody run. Let's get well back. Not just the men up here in all their guns. I want the tanks down in the centre. I want them all back. They're all going to get just slaughtered by the artillery, or just gradually pummeled by the artillery. For some reason he can see us and we can't see him. Don't know why. Dead man there. Probably needs a medic. So I'll just keep going. It'll take me a little while. That's a reinforcement there. Look, we got some extra men. We've got a armoured car full of half track full of infantry, but I don't think that'll be enough. We're going to need more. Now you can see, start seeing reds on the mini-map. Look, these are two tanks attacking us. However, look, these anti-tank guns, these tank killers down here, should have a ride of it. Scorpion firing. Oh, that's all our tanks gone.
Expose yourself! Our position is compromised! Forward! Take this objective!
Look at them. See what we're up against. SU-100. Done. Now that Jag Panther appears to be out of fuel. These, the guns with no turrets, the tanks with no turrets, the tank destroyers, every time they rotate left and right, it costs them petrol, or fuel, or gasoline, or diesel, or whatever they use. Which means if they're just sitting around rocking the same spot, they run out of fuel. that Jag Panther has run out of fuel. It's useless. I mean, I could fiddle around and try and find some jerry cans and refuel them, but so what I'm going to do is, I've got a pretty good idea of where his artillery position is, so I'm going to unblock this and move that Vespi here out to duel them, to take them on. So he's probably going to be inside artillery range when he starts firing. So a duel, artillery duel. I'm going to pop up there, try and land a shot where I think the arty is, and once we manage that, if we manage that, then what I'll do is I'll just start bombarding the areas, all the emplacements, all the sandbag lines. So about there is where I think the enemy artillery is. So I'm going to pop that, and if I get a good hit, and hopefully see bits of artillery gun fly up or something like that, I just get I mean, that right there is a pretty good hit. That's the sort of area where I think he is. So I'll put some shots in here, and when I'm confident that I've done it, I'll send some infantry up to scout it when I've had a good bombardment before I go up there. I don't want to run infantry up into a bunch of infantry, tanks, cannons and artillery. So I think there's going to be troops all around that building, all behind all these sandbags. There's going to be more guns, perhaps some tanks. I'm pretty sure that's a good hit. And then I'll just, as I said, I'll just try and degrade all the positions on the hills before I go up there. I don't really want to go up there at all. Now this is going to be time consuming. What I'm probably going to do is edit this, is skip forward. So after showing you where I'm shooting and doing some bombards, I'll skip forward. Meanwhile, I mean, that looks like a good hit, right? So we've got something there. Pretty sure. Don't know. We'll just keep going. We're firing blind, so it won't hurt just to slam a load in. But as I said, this will take ages. So I will be doing some fast forwarding. I mean, again, that must have got their arty. Must have been a direct hit. I hope. So with that in mind, I'll try over here as well. Now I think there's cannon positions all over here. There's an artillery position. There's loads of tanks in there. Infantry in there. All got to be degraded before we go up. And that's going to basically some random spam firing. And I'm going to fast forward now. And show you what I come up with next. Alright, so as you see from the bottom of the mini-map, I've recrewed all the Soviet tanks that are down the bottom out of artillery range. So they're all recrewed, all the guys from the guns are now in those tanks and they're ready for deployment. And I've also got a few loose infantry, and what I want them to do is to sneak up the edge of the map, the very right hand side of it, and get me some A line of sight and do some spotting. So as you see on the mini map, he's found someone up there. And so slow and painful as it might be, and my priority here is this is just difficult. Pistol versus submachine gun. Should be a clear win for submachine gun, shouldn't it? Get up here. We're just going to degrade. So he'll send. His job is basically to scout. He might take something on if he's feeling brave. And find me the targets for my artillery to zap. That's a hard target for artillery. I mean, it's armoured. Even a direct hit might not hurt it. So let's just chill a bit. That's a bombard at that. Let's find some music. What we can have. Funk. Let's try funk. How bad can it be? Free music. Well, I say free. Copyright free, not free. No rush, arty boys. Take your time. So I'm looking for some loot, particularly anti-tank grenades, bazookas and bulletproof vests. Troops marked as assault troops. Actually got that's any good. I want to swap that sort of AK-47 thing for a machine gun. Troops marked as assault troops, look, have bulletproof vests. Totally want those, they're worth having. Okay.
Watch your backs. They're taking this. Prepare to pay my cold steel fine.
Yeah, I wonder what cold steel's fine tastes like. Feels like, rather, sorry. Say it's a pig, I want to eat it. Come on here, see if you're going to track some fire. Done a good job, now kill yourself. Ain't gonna work, is it? Get out while you can, mate. Out here. Right, there's my body armour guy. Can go and scout. And I think there's a mortar firing at him, so he can leave. Throwing good men off to bad. Oh, that's him in a Overwatch position. Should be able to storm down the hill. I think there's only like one or maybe two tanks left. I think there's the tank with the droopy gun. He's not going to do anything. But I think there's probably another live tank down there, like a good one that could hurt. From up there, Matey's got a pretty good shot on everything with his super gun. It's 128mm, whatever it is he's using. And they're side shots. So he's shooting them for ages, you know, nose on, and doing very little to break the gun. Was the best result out of all of that. Now, I've been reluctant to bombard where I think the other tank is, because it's right next to where that ammunition truck is. See the enemy base, that fortification, the yellow circle? I've been trying to keep that alive. So there's a tank there shooting just in front of it. Hopefully we'll be able to duel it and wipe it out. Be nice to have a solid line of sight, but I can't get infantry close. Their infantry just keeps ninja killing them. I think it's got to boil down to tank sniping. Tanks going in and sorting it out. Tanko to Tanko. To get him right. So that's the arty I'm shooting with. I want to. Really, I should be doing that with the Scorpion with the sniper tank. I think that's going to be a superior tactic. Just sitting here and praying my arty eventually gets it. You know what I mean? How many hours of my life do I have to waste? And yours. I do apologise. This is tortuously slow. In fact, this whole map is tortuously slow. Oh, he wants an assault vest. Oh, yeah. So, we have a new plan, or it's the original plan that I've been holding off on. The IS-2 that I wanted to capture has been repaired. All the IS-2 and all these tanks down here, although I haven't manned them because they're right underneath the enemy gun positions, I have repaired them. So what I'm going to do is simultaneously man them, and the gun positions that are overlooking are pretty degraded now. So simultaneously, as I jump my troops into these tank destroying tanks, I will advance all my other tanks and swarm it. And we'll just go for overwhelming firepower from lots of different angles. You know, lots of big tank guns all firing on them at the same time. That's going to be the tactic. And I think they're pretty degraded now. There's probably only one tank up there, maybe a few infantry. I've edited out, I don't know, half an hour of artillery at just boring bombardment to spare you. It bored me playing it, to be honestly. But it's the way to do it. It works. So hopefully this will be the finale of this phase, of the taking the 2 hills, the 2 hill forts. This is the final part of the final hill fort. As I said, so the tactic I've been waiting to do all this time is to simultaneously crew the IS-2 and the SU down the bottom of the hill, with all of my tanks pouring out of town and the Scorpion on the hill advancing forwards and shooting what I think is just the last tank left in the zone. Now, I haven't crewed these 2 tanks, you know, the IS, the captured IS and the captured SU-100 at the bottom of the hill up until now, because I know that all the massive anti-tank guns on the top of the hill are facing down there and they've all got their bums to them. But now we're all going to jump in. They've been sitting there, they've been repaired all along for a long time now. Now we're going for a simultaneous strike. So he's going to attack from the top. The SU and the IS-2 are going to attack from the bottom. And that's the tank there we want to kill. And they're all going to hopefully get to it. It was HE, you need AP, mate. I'm done with piercing. So there he is, look. That's the IS. That's the tank I've been husbanding. I've been refusing to crew him because he's under all these guns, but I think it's just time now. I think we've got to just get heavy with them. And the tank he's after is just straight up that hill there. And we're all going, so we're just going in, zerging it. Can't stop all of us. Alright, can it? Let's find out. Oh, who left that plane there? So awkward. Look how hard it is to get past this plane. Oh, that's actually a lot easier than it used to be. I'd love to just blow them up. Junkers are junk! Junk! Junkers. Junkers. Junkers! Junkers! No. Junkers. Like corrugated iron and stuff. I don't call that special. Despite that they seem to be a serious workhorse, but and well loved and well used, they don't look like something that wasn't built on scrap heap challenge. So come on, we must be. What's left? Just got a few infantry hiding under a sandbag somewhere. What is it? What haven't you killed? And there's so many of my tanks up there now. And once we capture the hill, we'll call that part 2. And we'll do the final phase in a separate transmission and a separate video. There'll be something left alive up there. Hasn't given me the wind condition. And there's just going to be some bloke hiding in a ditch somewhere. He's bound to have a tank grenade. So, great. Send the new guys. New guys! Go and flush him out! Send the cheap tanks to go and flush him out. No, he's in there. He's found something. Oh, the tension, the suspense. If it wasn't for this excellent music, I'd be killing myself with depression waiting this long. Sorry about this music, it is copyright free. This means it's pretty naff. It's better than nothing. Come on, you can do it. You can chop a grenade in him. Yes, you heard me, I said grenade. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, it's a flamethrower. Great. Hey, that's what happens to you when you wear all that kind of flamethrower gear. Very explodable. More? I know the answer is yes, but where are you? Probably a good idea if I dismount all those infantry before they explode, all in one pile in that truck. Just shoot. Yeah, someone got him. Come on, there's 10 of you, one of him. Where is he? Kill him. Done it. Alright. Right, I'm going to call that a wrap, and I'll catch you for the next one fairly shortly. Thanks for coming. Stand by for part 3 real soon.